So my team's looking a little better than before. I got a couple Pokemon at full health this time. We are going to finish off Garchomp on the exact same manner as before. And I did apply my experience candy, so there's a couple things on my team that are a few levels stronger than they used to be. I also assigned some of those like grit, powder, stone, pebble thing, whatever's. So I've got a couple more effort values all around, although I don't think that's really going to make much of a difference because all my primary stats that things are my Pokemon are interested in have already been like maxed out by this point. So right now it's just like random, giving things a random extra special defense wherever applicable, because there doesn't seem to be any sort of like rationing limit the way there is with effort values and regular Pokemon. So we're gonna listen to this guy doing his speech, and we are gonna have Giratina summoned out of whatever void he came from the first time, and out of whatever void they came from the first time. Let's just hope this goes a little better than the first one did. I don't know how this is gonna go. This is my second time doing this. I'm in somewhat better position than I was last time. Let's see. I'm gonna heal on Braviary. I feel like, oh, you're a ghost type, aren't you? And I'm a psychic type. That's not gonna end well. I feel like, the game is possibly intending me to do a little bit more of that training thing and a little bit more of that completing Pokedex and getting experience thing before having me come here. Yeah, that was it for Braviary. I probably should have thought that through a little more. Gudra, do you have a good way to be healed? No, and my supply of items is starting to dwindle, actually. You're gonna move fast. That's gonna be an Aura Sphere. Alright, I don't know if I've seen that before. That's super effective, but Gudra just has that immaculate special defense power. That was a critical hit, almost took me down. I'd like to... Alright, can't get any free moves in there. I'd like to survive a little harder than I survived that one. Of course, not getting a critical hit will always help. Boy, that was only half my HP. I have 300 HP. Earth power without a critical hit shouldn't, yeah. Alright, so this is one of those wars of attrition that nobody likes. And that's gonna do it for Gudra. By any chance, alright. I feel like this is the battle. Okay, so because we've got a champion battle followed by a legendary Pokemon followed by another legendary Pokemon, I've done a bit of training, and... excuse me. You're going to use your full restore right off the bat. Alright, that is a bit of a wasted turn on your part. I don't know exactly what was going through your mind there, but I'm going to take out Spiritomb nice and quickly, and that's going to be his first Pokemon down, and I'd like to get through Volo as quickly as possible with minimal damage to my team, so that I don't have to deal with, like, having my team decimated when it comes to actually fighting the Giratina. Let's see. You are going to Rock Slide twice. That's a problem. Definitely seems to be the case that when you knock out a Pokemon, the person switching in gets the switch initiative. These are my levels. I think I'm about 3 to 4 levels stronger than I was across the board the last time I fought you. I still don't know the type of this new Arcanine, by the way. I've actually caught a couple, but aside from Bulldoze being super effective, I have no idea what type you are. Alright, we can use Bulldoze. If that's not again, I can Bulldoze again. I can Bulldoze a second time. Although I think it will be because Garchomp, Stab, Ground type, Dragon, Legendary Dragon, going up against an Arcanine. Arcanine is decently defensive, but it's not that decently defensive. Do I think I can take out a Togekiss with Double Edge? I'm not gonna risk it. Alright. Gudra. Let's go. I don't know if anyone's learned any new moves since the last time I was in battle here. I haven't looked. I don't know if that's something I should have checked. I haven't been really learning that many new moves as of late. I think we've passed the point in the game where I'm going to be doing that. Anyway, so you're going to Calm Mind, give yourself a buff all around. I don't know what I think about that. I think I'd like to... Alright, so I can take you out with another one of these. Moonblast isn't going to do a lot, even with the +1 on your offenses, because Gudra's a Gudra. Special defense and all that. So Togekiss is going to go down. And Lucario is up next. Alright. What was that? Was that a bulk up? I looked away for like a second and I don't know exactly what you did. Alright, Garchomp, come back in. You can deal with the Lucario. If I can get an opportunity to revive my Typhlosion, that'll be great, but I don't think Typhlosion is going to really do much in the fight against Giratina because you're weak to Ghost, and Fire isn't really going to do much for us there. Although I guess I can attack it with Ghost too in turn, because I do have a Ghost type move on Typhlosion. But Lucario is going to... Alright. I was gonna be surprised about why that didn't take you down, and then I remembered you had your defense buffs because of the bulk up. Alright, so Lucario goes down. I know you've got a Garchomp. You seem to like to send that out last. You're not going to send that out last today. Alright, and instead, I'm going to take a Dragon Claw to the face. That's most unfortunate. I'd really like to have Garchomp back when it comes to the last, what comes after this. So I'm probably going to revive Garchomp. However, you may have Iron Tail. Does Garchomp learn Iron Tail or Iron Head or either of those moves? Iron Head, okay. That's pain. That's also pain. Wow. I definitely should have strong styled there. I've got a Gudra. Alright, so Gudra's probably going to allow me to absorb a few hits off of whatever you send in after this. So I can take the Garchomp down. And again, whoever switches in after the death seems to get the switch initiative, so I don't know if that Agile style is really going to matter, but I'm still not really clear on how this works. Your last Pokemon is going to be a Roserade. Alright, Roserade can't do anything to Gudra. I just utterly wall Roserade. You're going to Spikes me. That's probably about as much as you can do. I don't have any healing items besides that one Max Potion. I'm going to have to think about budgeting that. Anyway, Garchomp is coming back. I'll probably save the Max Potion for myself, to be honest. Alright, you're gonna Spikes me again. You're gonna Spikes me a third time. Boy, you really get that many turns in? I'm going to use the one Max Potion on myself. I almost used it on Garchomp. And your best move is gonna be like probably a 4-hit KO on me when you account for the residual damage. Alright, I want Gardevoir back. We've established that. And I'd like Typhlosion back, but if it comes down to it, I'm not gonna push my luck with these Jagged Splinters, and instead, can I Iron Head you? It's probably my best move, surprisingly. I think my physical attack is a little higher than my special attack. You're gonna Spike me again, and that's actually gonna kill. Okay. Well, Braviary is not weak to ground, but Braviary can be affected by your poison-type moves and whatever. Ironically, I got more healing on Gudra now that she's dead than I did when she's alive, because I have revives and I don't have any, like, regular potions. Anyway, okay. Poison Jab, poison me. That's a pain, but I can Esper Wing this and finish this, and I think the status is going to evaporate after Roserade goes down. So we can end this fight. You are no longer going to be poisoned when it comes down to fighting Giratina. And Volo, if I can, why do I have the Blessing of Arceus? Because I'm the main character, deal with it. We can get 3 levels on Gardevoir, Garchomp, and Gudra, so the 3 Gs. That sounds like a physics joke. I've devoted my life to Arceus. I've already read this text. I'm not going to read it again. And we can wait for the transition where the big bad shows up. Yeah, the Eldritch Horror. I've never been one for horror, although the concept of like Eldritch Abominations itself is interesting to me. I'm not a huge fan of horror. And cue the music. Alright, my own Garchomp is going to lead off. I don't know how it decided that. Is Garchomp in the 2 slot in my party? Oh, you get to go first? That's no fair. I was counting on you not being able to go first. You have a Ghost-type move, so Gardevoir is probably not going to be able to do much. You have a Ghost-type move, so Braviary is probably not going to be able to do much. Let me weigh my options here. Definitely better off now than I was the first time I fought you. The best I can do with Braviary is Brave Bird. That's going to do a little damage again. This is the more defensive form of Giratina, so I'm not expecting much. Yeah, that did a solid 30% with the strongest move I have. Alright, Shadow Force is not going to work the way it does in the traditional game, so that's just going to take Braviary down, and all I can really say there is that I've gotten a bit of... Oh, Lucario has Crunch. Might have been smarter. I've gotten a bit of health down on you. When it says you're obscure, does that mean that, like, you're, like, your evasion is up or something like that? I hope it doesn't, because I don't like it when these things raise their evasion. I can do that again. I can also revive Garchomp, which I feel like is going to be the smarter option here. Alright, let's bring back the Garchomp from the dead. So you're gonna move it, and I'm going to take an Earth Power. That's not going to do much, but I think you're gonna get to move again. Yeah, because that's the power of Agile style. The AI seems pretty good at figuring out when it should and shouldn't use Agile and Strong style moves in this game. Honestly, I'll use Garchomp now. I feel like it's I feel like I've seen it pull off some pretty intelligent plays with regards to that, so I do get to go first, and we do get the Strong Style and Outrage, and that's going to be enough to take down the first form of Giratina, and after this you're going to evolve into your alternate form of Giratina. I just made every single Pokemon fan ever mad at me for misusing the word evolve like that, but you know what? I don't care. Yeah, so you're going to do the Final Fantasy boss thing, and you're going to transmogrify yourself into the origin form, and that's going to be it for Garchomp. Really. But let's see, who else do I have? It's all I have. Okay, so I've got Gardevoir and Goodra. I feel like I should use Gardevoir's turn to heal Garchomp again, honestly. And then maybe I can bring in Goodra, use some move that's got a lot of attack, and see if I can finish you off with a Garchomp with an Outrage. And if I have to fight Arceus after that, I'm just gonna, like, turn the game off and go lie down. Alright, so that's it for Gardevoir. And you're going to be obscured, and we are going to bring in Goodra. And Goodra is hopefully gonna be able to do a little bit of damage to you. I don't know, I still don't know what this obscured status is. And I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and hit you with a Dragon Pulse. Alright, most excellent. My strongest Dragon Pulse. That did about half. And you're gonna probably kill me? Not quite, actually. Alright, but you're gonna get another move off. You're not gonna get another move off. Alright, let me do that again. And Origin Form Giratina is going to fall to a Goodra. Alright, good game, all. Please don't have me fight Arceus after this. I'm really not in the mood for dealing with God right now. Alright. Finally beat Giratina. And those two are the only members of my team who are going to get any experience. Definitely a shame. Turning tail and running from this puny human. Pathetic. I was the one who freed you. I was the one to feed you. Okay. The power you needed so that you could take on Arceus. I was the one who gave you the chance to claw open the space-time rift, driving the deity of space and the deity of time mad so that you could drag the creator out from hiding. You hear that, God? He's sick of you hiding. He doesn't want your autograph anymore. Almighty Arceus, if you have any heart within you, tell me. The blood of the ancient Sinnoh people flows in my veins, does it not? What is it then that you find so lacking in me? Do you mean to tell me that this world doesn't need to be remade? I can't live with such questions. I can't bear not satisfying this ache to know. Answer me then, Dragonite. Do you have some dream that propels you as I've had? Ah, nah. Just flying by the seat of my pants here. You don't even know. Then perhaps this day will come. The day will come when you will suffer and agonize as I do now. I am the great wielder of Pokemon, and you battle alongside your Pokemon. In the end, I was alone. But not you. Volo Fortunus Unis, says that one obscure NPC in that one Potter Walking Simulator game said. Are the portraits counted as NPCs in the game? Now I'm gonna wonder that for the rest of the day. You will fight together with your Pokemon to seize whatever dreams you have. Here, take it. Take the plate that started me on this path, the one I received from Giratina. My journey is over. My story ended when I lost to you. And that is the spooky plate. So that's the final plate that we can collect. I don't know. I have a feeling we're going to get to see Arceus in this game at some point. I have a feeling this isn't the end. I suppose now that you've gathered all the plates said to exist in the land of Isui. Alright, so we're going to get to play the flute again. The Azor flute. That's it. The Azor flute comes to you. So Arceus wishes to meet you. Of all people, you have to be the one. Is that why you were brought to this world? Got no desire to watch from the sidelines as Arceus comes to you. I absolutely cannot accept a world in which you would ever manage to defeat Arceus. Someday I'll solve every riddle in the legends of Isui's Pokemon, and on that day I'll stand before Arceus at last. No, I will conquer it. No matter how many years, how many decades, how many centuries it takes me. You know, some of us, like, pick up normal hobbies after our main quest is done, like, I don't know, playing the bagpipes or knitting or whatever. Alright, so there's a quest marker right in front of me. And I think I'm gonna wait to see what awaits me about a meter in front of me the next time. So I know I haven't been doing too many sign-offs in this Let's Play, but for now, my name is Dragonite. This has been Pokemon Legends Arceus. I hope you all enjoyed that. And I will see you all later.